Hey everybody, just wanted to share our hunts here. We've got a two-parter. This first part is just going to be my solo hunt, and then after that we got Shangalang joining, and I call this place this time the Smokehouse Lock Graveyard because just found a lot of smokehouse locks, but there's some good Civil War relics and some other stuff that came out in these hunts, so you have to wait until next week's video to see the episode 116 to see the finds wrap up, but this is all hunting footage this week. So I also want to introduce you to our cute little relic hound. Hey Wesley, how are you? He's a cutie. Anyhow, all right, let's get digging. Hey everybody, so I'm out in my favorite field here where these plates came up, and I just dug my first hole right here in a turn row, and found a really nice strap box from an early spur. Looks like it's probably going to be a Yankee spur, but wow, that's a great find. Just the very first hole. Rang up so nice, so high. But yeah, strap box from a mid-1800s military spur. All right, keep digging. Woohoo! Second target. This is the remains of a smokehouse lock. It's a thin iron. But the cool thing about this is it actually looks like it has, you know, the whole lock is lock shaped, obviously, and then it looks like the keyhole here. The escutcheon was also lock shaped, so that's kind of cool. I won't be able to save the thin iron here, but I will be able to save the escutcheon, of course. That's brass, but that's an unusual find. All right, I'm gonna walk that back to the vehicle and keep digging. Hey everybody, got another smokehouse lock keyhole escutcheon here. Looks like, yeah, it's the back side where it attached to the lock, and yep, here's the ornate front. Yep, keyhole drop. All right, cool, keep digging. And another keyhole drop. That's 3 in 5 minutes. Wow, this must be the Smokehouse Lock Graveyard. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I just dug a target out over here. It ended up being a piece of junk. And I looked over to the right, just casually. Saw this beautiful mid-1800s smoking pipe just washed out of the ground here. Wow. And the greatest thing about this is that it's part of the bowl too. That very seldom ever happens. It's usually just a fragment. But if I had found that one plowing earlier, I might have been able to get the whole thing. Wow. But that's a pretty nice example from my collection. Don't have one that complete because I don't dig privies down here. Wow. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's a good day so far. There's going to be more to come. Keep digging. Hey everybody, I just flipped out a nickel. Reads right for a nickel. Yeah, 28. I'll play the nickel guessing game. Is it a shield or a V? I don't think it's going to be a buffalo. My guess is a V. What do we have here? It is in fact a V. Look at that. Can't tell the date, but I might be able to tell it here in a second. Maybe 1884. What's the rare year of a V nickel? Is it 1885? Huh. I want to wipe the back here before it dries out so I can see my V. Yeah, there's my V. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the rare year is. Oh, that's a pretty coin. I was lost around that year. Let me get 2 gloved hands on this. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's at 1885. That's the key date. I was 1 year off, but wow, that's actually a pretty coin from the soil here. The trick with nickels is generally to wipe them pretty vigorously with a gloved or hand first, and then just go once or twice with the finger, because the finger will have a little bit of oil on it to hit the high points and bring that out. But yeah, that's a pretty nice coin. It's a shame it's not an 85, but let's keep digging.
Hey everybody, well that was the perfect gold number, but it wasn't to be. I got pretty excited when I heard that, 18 on F75, because I thought, wow, that's that's a gold number for sure, and real shallow, but it wasn't. But it's an oil lantern piece. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, got another lock piece here. This one is early 1900s, 1900, 1910, somewhere around in there. St. Louis. All right, kind of interesting, probably the same era as those US ones, the ones that say US, early 1900s. Maybe even manufactured by the same company, but all right, cool deal, keep digging. And I've got another lock here. How many does that make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5. That's yet another lock. The house would have been up here. These are the guts, what's left of them. Looks like brass guts. Nice quality lock one time. Yep, there's the keyhole. Pretty wild. Crazy. All right, another lock. Knock some of the junk out of here. Try not to knock the guts out. Yep, you can see the levers there. I always knock my fines off before I put them in my pouch, because it means I don't have to carry a bunch of dirt around in addition to the weight of the fines. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I think I have aluminum religious medallion here. I don't think it's silver, but I could be surprised. It just seems awfully light. Something seems off about it, but my hunch is aluminum, but I'll clean it up later and see. Cool, keep digging. Hey everybody, I just got something that's weird shape. It's gonna dry it out a little bit, but I think it's a pendant of some sort. I'm wondering if it's religious. Probably is religious. What on earth is that? Yeah, I think that's Christ. So, probably has something on the back. Maybe Mary and the Christ child. It's pretty old. Probably turn of the century or a little later. Yeah, cool item. Style that I haven't seen before. I'll clean it carefully when I get home. All right, cool. Keep digging. Hey everybody, I just flopped out a great CO button. Just the back of one. Not the age I'm after, but I'll take it. Keep digging. And I have a twisted up frame from an alarm clock. A wooden cased alarm clock. This would have held the springs. Would have been rectangular with holes to attach the various springs and also to attach it to the wooden case. But it is totally plow destroyed, and now it is simply a piece of brass recycling. All right, keep digging. What reads 91 besides a silver dollar? That does. God, I didn't get that on the first grid. That must have been 3 feet deep in the plow and got brought up, so that's a good sign for more stuff to come. Huh. It's not as hot as Hades today. It's pretty decent. I got sugar cane here, so I got gnats in my face, but yeah, it was real hot all summer, crazy heat index and wet, gross. But you know, it's fall in Louisiana when, unlike summer when it rains and gets hotter, in the fall in Louisiana it rains and gets colder. So I got a nice cool breeze, even though it's probably 90 here. It feels like temperature, I'm sure, is 90. I think it's 87 or something, but probably 92 or 93. Anyhow, all right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I think I may have another Civil War bullet here. What in the world is it? This is so weird. Every single bullet out of this field has been a strange bullet. Well, it's definitely the right size. It looks field cast. Also looks fired, which is pretty interesting to me, but I know that a lot of times in the deep south here, Yankee soldiers would make camp, and they had to had to unload their guns to make camp, and so a lot of times they would fire their weapons into the ground to try to scare the local populace. But so you find fired bullets and not necessarily at battle sites. And there was no battle anywhere close to here, so obviously it's not related to anything like that. So yeah, that's interesting. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I just walked up on this on the surface. I think it's probably gonna be a pocket watch, but it could be a Tarot, or who knows what. I mean, it could really be anything, but I figured that we check it out together here. Oh no, it's a piece of fancy brass. Huh. Wow. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Huh. Cool. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, it's getting late here, but I still got sunshine. I think I just found a barrel tap piece right on top. Yeah, exactly what it is. These can be fairly old, or they can be more mid-1800s, but it's hard to know. For this site, probably leaning towards mid. All right, cool deal. Keep digging. Just got a piece of a heel plate. You know, I don't stop and film, you know, everything that I find. I mean, I think in order to do this hobby well, you got to be digging, not filming for an audience. So only part of my finds do I ever get into a video. Only part of everything gets filmed. And I've filmed a lot more since I try to post now fairly regularly on YouTube. But yeah, a lot of this is playing the numbers. You dig more holes, you get more stuff, you make better finds. You want to have a better year? Don't worry about getting a new detector or getting a better detector. Dig more. All right, keep digging. Hey folks, well, shadows are getting long here. I figure I got about another hour of daylight. Obviously I have more than that now, but I figure, you know, the mosquito swarms come out in about an hour. So I'm gonna do a little bit of scouting, maybe a little bit of eyeballing here. I'm kind of done, kind of tired swinging the detectors, so I think I'm gonna do that. And I guess I'll probably call it a day after that, but I'll certainly film anything that I find that's cool. All right, catch you later. Hey everybody, doing some eyeballing here, and I think I have a setting from a ring. I'm sure it's paste, but yep, I stick it in my mouth. Get some good chemicals in my diet for the day. Yep, definitely a setting or a jewel from a ring. I love that. So cool. Alright, I'm going to keep eyeballing here to end the day. Keep digging. Hey everybody. I'm still eyeballing here. I haven't found a whole lot besides that setting from a ring, but just wanted to say, you know, part of the reason, somebody asked a while back, why do you eyeball, you know, why don't you dig? Well, some of these sites are so trashy because they were occupied into the 60s or 70s, but they have, you know, some old stuff going back to the turn of the century. But I'm not going to dig myself to death in those spots when I can be in a spot that has, you know, older stuff than that to find. But I still kind of want to, you know, find some things there, and so, you know, I can get marbles and coins and all kinds of things that wash out. But you have to do it when it's washed down good, and you have to do it in the evening, so you get this nice light that will reflect, you know, and show anything. You know, when the light's coming straight down, it's not an ideal time to do this. But so that's the situation. All right, back to eyeballing. Got one marble here, but I think it's going to be a newer one, probably cat's eye, because this spot looks like I got fleecy white. Yeah, I got fleecy white bottles and stuff that dates from the 60s and 70s in here. But yeah, there's a cat's eye marble. All right, keep eyeballing. Hey everybody, here's a tiny bottle that escaped the plow. I imagine that's probably either Dr. Tishner's or a very small Hadacol bottle. But let's see here, probably Tishner's, yeah. Yep, Dr. Tishner's. Cool. Alright, keep digging, keep eyeballing. Hey everybody, railroad spike's pretty common. You know, they had cane railroads to move cane back in the day. Oyster shell here. But I just got a porcelain marble. So that's nice. Alright, keep eyeballing. Well, the spot's obviously not been detected, or if it has, it's just been, you know, some coin shooter out here digging silver tones, but I don't know what that is, but maybe it's a pocket watch back. Yeah, probably what it is. Hold, silver gilded. Alright, cool. Correction, the site has never been hit. That's a giant piece of brass. Alright, keep eyeballing. I'm looking forward to marble harvest this year. That always happens in about January or so. My wife and I go out and eyeball these types of spots, and I think I recorded something like 86 or 87 marbles in one day, and tons of bottles and coins and all kinds of things. Never turn a detector on, just walk around and eyeball. Alright, keep eyeballing. Yeah, in my experience, these sites, silver's rare anyhow, so anybody that's coin shooting here is hardly ever going to dig, and they're going to dig so much trash that it's not even hardly worth it. But it's almost easier to just eyeball. It's a lot more fun. Why sweat your butt off? How about that? There's a lid to a China doll set, tea set of some sort. I love that little thing. See, the relics are always more interesting, folks. These coin hunters, overrated. Alright, keep eyeballing. Before anybody asks, I do always pick up every bit of aluminum can and trash that I find when I eyeball, because I ultimately want less things to distract me from the real finds. Oh, it's chipped. But, yeah, you always got to clean your sights out. Alright, keep eyeballing. Well, I figured sooner or later I'd walk up on a coin, and we have a nickel. Is it a Jefferson or a Buffalo? My guess is a Buffalo. And it is. Very cool. I'm starting to get swarmed by mosquitoes here, but really happy to have that here as the light is failing. And I'm thinking about doing maybe one more row, and before I get eaten alive, going home. I will catch you all later. Well, even though I'm getting eaten alive, after finding that nickel on the way back, I got a tax token. I could tell because of that triangular hole, even though it's beaten up by the plow. So I will heat that. Well, I'll probably just bend it back, clean it, but I may do yet another row down and back. These spots typically have very low amounts of silver coins because of the collapse of the sugarcane industry in Louisiana around the 1920s or so. Here's a piece of who knows what, brass. You know, because of that collapse, you know, there were just so many people who really had a tough way of it. It shows up in the sites. You know, also a lot of times you'll get groupings of quarter houses and things like that, after emancipation became houses that were, you know, for migrant workers and sharecroppers and folks like that. What is this? Who knows? You know, I couldn't film all of these things. There's just so much to find. That's aluminum. And so you'll have these close grouped houses, just tons of them. And here's a lead head from a nail. And you can find a lot of finds if you just eyeball, at the right time, but you wouldn't really want to dig because there's really not going to be a whole lot of value. Anything that's gold or nice would ring so low that you'd dig yourself to death to get it. And to be honest, you'd probably have just as much luck trying to eyeball for it if you hit it right. Because eventually everything will be on top, everything will wash out. So, wow, I'm getting eaten alive, but I'm kind of still wanting to, still want to eyeball. But anyhow, I should probably call it a day, and I'll catch you all on the next episode. See ya. Hey everybody, walking out. I don't know what I found here, but it looks like it's still got one of the paste jewels still on it. That's cool. Just one paste jewel left. Kind of a bow. That's so cool. All right, I'm getting eaten. Really, goodbye. For real this time. Catch y'all later.